She brought
Me too.
she brought supplies, and she was, yeah, right. And she was so helpful. So anyway, it was a fun event.
Oh my gosh, that's so.
It was
I
neat.
think that in-person events are they're the best, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah,
because
it
people
was.
get to see and feel the excitement, and I feel like that's when I was thriving at my best is when we were having so many in-person things going on.
That's why personally like to do in person, because I feel like you have bigger results, faster results. But again, it's got to be with new people, and that was a really fun event. We didn't have the we thought we had 16, but people fell off at the end. But it was at a beautiful furniture store. There were great snacks. It was nearby. It was nice. It was
That's
nice.
awesome, though. I
Good
mean,
stuff.
congratulations to you because that is how you keep your business thriving is just to share that with others. So, and if any of the new girls are on, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so excited to have you. It makes my heart happy to see you growing and just thriving and just sharing this amazing opportunity. I said I had a facial last week of 3 people and it was in person. Okay. And it was over $850 on 3 people. And I keep saying to myself, okay, so why aren't I having more people in my studio like I used to do, So I mean it does pay off. So congratulations to you and your growing team.
Thank you.
Anything
Kim
else?
was there. I want to congratulate Kim was there, and she brought guests too. And I know, Kim, I don't know if you can come off of mute, but one of the people that had been previously at her party, I know is going to buy quite a bit of product from her today. So
Oh, that's so amazing.
I don't know if she can
Is
come
she
off.
gonna talk?
I don't know if she can. I think she was going to be on her way in the car somewhere, but this lady had come to a party prior, but now she's like really excited about it. So I think that's another thing out of, somewhere, like a bigger event. I think that she got to concentrate rather than, I don't know. That's my feeling, but maybe Kim will be able to enlighten us a little bit later today. So
That's awesome. Congratulations. TK, I thought you were a new consultant. You look absolutely stunning. This is
Thank
the first time
you.
I've got to see your new haircut. You look so beautiful. Look at you. Oh my goodness. You all make my heart so happy. I'm so glad I had the chance to see you today.
And
Um,
it's so versatile. I can
yes,
part on the other side and make it dazzle. I'm just excited about a new fresh start.
you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Okay, and then I think that the next thing that we like to recognize because it's what keeps our business going and Anna's doing it the right way, like having people and building on those people. So booking. How many of you have some bookings on your schedule for this up and coming week? Yeah. How many have 2, 3, 4, 5? Anna, how many? You and Mary and Cynthia, I think were the last. Liz, you had your hand up too for quite some time. All, just anybody, tell me how you're doing it. Tell everybody, how are you doing this booking stuff?
I have 6. I'm booking parties and appointments from the ones,
The
and
parties.
yeah, and that's easier. But
It
I
is.
want to hear from Liz and anybody else.
Yes, please.
I don't have any bookings.
No, I thought your hand was up. Was it TK?
Maybe it's TK.
You
No,
guys are all in
Cynthia.
together. I know Cynthia did. Who else had bookings? Cynthia, how are you getting your bookings? Trisha, yeah. Can't hear you, lovey.
The makeover contest and messenger parties.
I know you guys. I've seen that messenger party. Is that popular for you? Do you find that you're doing better with those than you are with the Facebook parties that we used to have?
Yes. So they're quick, they're easy, and then I book people from those.
That's
So
awesome.
actually I have 3 of those, but I only counted 1 because the 2 of them they haven't given me a date. So I'll count those next week.
That's awesome. I'm so excited for you guys. So you're doing really well with bookings as well.
Trisha.
I wouldn't say really well, but I have been reaching out. I found an I asked Chat GPT for conversation starters. And then leading into getting, a booking, and I've been getting more responses. I haven't gotten as many yeses, but I have gotten no's, which is still fine because I've gotten responses. But I did get a booking, so and I'm
Good
still
for
working.
you. Right. Is there anybody else that wants to share before we go on to our next point?
Well, I want to share. Oh, go ahead,
Go
Tammy.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to pass it off to you, Cynthia. Thank you for letting me join in today.
Oh,
Tammy, we're
We-
That's part of the great big recognition.
you are you are
Happy
part
to
of
have you.
you are part of everything.
I love
Tammy.
you. I love you. Yeah.
So,
Mary Kay is much
Cynthia,
easier than
I'm-
everything else. That's what we have to remember. Mary Kay is easier than anything else in life. So go for it.
that's right. Yeah. So our July power-ups, I'm gonna just have you scroll across the announcements, Mary, just
Yeah.
because we have that recording that we want to do.
Correct.
We've got we've got Anna's new team members that she showed earlier. Then we've got the July power up, the birthdays, all of our birthdays. And let's see,
Anniversaries. I'm getting
And-
it really quick.
anniversaries.
And I think that's all that I'm supposed to be sharing on the screen, right? Besides our
I
our
think
video.
so. I
Okay.
think so. And then I was gonna share about Sandy's sales because I think she may have been the queen of sales, but she got on. So Sandy, can you tell him real quick? She had like $100 or more because a whole week from Saturday to Friday night. You probably had more than that, but I know you had 1,100 in one party.
Right. So I did the texting thing. What was it, Saturday or Sunday? I forgot when it was that we were doing the I think it was Saturday. And by Sunday night, it was just 3 people first, and then people kept adding on. It was just a
Sandy, what were you texting on Saturday or Sunday?
oh
For those of us who don't know all the details,
I will
please.
have to. Okay, so I don't have those details. I will put them on there. But basically, Mary Catherine had a challenge, not a challenge, I guess it's like, okay, try sending this text out, and when you get a yes, what was it? Let's see what could happen, right? I'm like, okay, I'm not good with messenger parties. I'm like, I bomb them. So I sent a text out. Oh, no, that was this week. Last week. Oh, I'm so
Last week, we're
I'm
talking
so
about
sorry.
your sales.
I'm so sorry.
Girl.
I'm doing everything else. Oh, okay. So last week I was working on Saturday, and then a lady noticed that I had a Mary Kay bag, and we started talking Mary Kay. And she goes, I used to, you do this and that and the other. My girlfriend quit, and then she says, do you do parties? Yeah, I said, yes, I do. And do you do like virtual parties? Okay, my hair cringed because yes, I do. And then she goes, okay, all right, I think we should set one up. I says, oh, okay, cool. For what day? She goes, hang on, I'll give you a call later. I'm like, okay, here's my number. Calls me. I need it tonight. Okay, tonight's fine. And I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do? How am I going to do a party that fast? Now, my brain doesn't work that fast, but I said to myself, I'm going to do a Debbie McIntyre. I'm going to do a lookbook party. So guess what? I gave her the link. She said she invited 10 people. Well, anyway, 3 got online live. And I just went and I shared my screen, and I went to I had it all set up to go to my website. I went through everything and, quietly, it was like a 30, 35, 37 tops minute, just going through it because everybody was just quietly watching. If they saw something they like, oh, they go, ooh, that's cute. Ooh, that's, whatever. So at the end of the party, I'm thinking this is just going to be a trial. I messed up. I don't know what I'm doing. But, they say they don't know what they don't know. I had a $671 just that evening. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
By Sunday, I had $800 and something. By Monday, right before meeting, it was at 1191.
Woohoo!
Oh my goodness.
Do that too,
Sandy,
Sandy.
Sandy, I have a question. Did you was this a Zoom that you literally shared your screen of the virtual catalog? And you just flipped through the pages and explained it and
I
talked about it?
just says, okay, all I said was, because they're like, they want to know about the products. I'm like, okay, a lot of products have changed. I'm gonna just go through the book. We're just gonna go through everything that we have, just so you know what, we can later have a more intimate party if that's what you so choose. So I was just going through everything like, okay, the newest products are coming out. This is going on, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I was just, oh, look, this is a beautiful perfume. It's got these notes on them, and I talked about it and how nice it smelled, and I actually had it. So I was like, this is the bottle, it's pretty. I went right through the book. At the end, I says, okay, this is like your little shopping catalog. Right here, you can actually just go ahead and see what you want. Circle what circle, oh my gosh. Check and see what you want, go up close. You can just write stuff down as I'm talking about it, and we'll get to it later. Well, they all texted me what they wanted. It was, yeah, 600. And I was like, what? And then they kept saying, can I add this? Can I add that? You sure can.
Sandy, what did they order? What did they order? I'm curious. What did they order? Did they order skincare, or what did they order?
It was a Mod Podge of stuff. Literally, it wasn't a skincare set. It was somebody wanted the cleanser and the moisturizer. Somebody else wanted the day. Somebody else wanted like they literally, I think altogether, I might have sold, and I wrote it down. I might have sold like 14 lip liners. Okay, cool. So lip liners were a thing, foundations were a thing, the liquid ones. And you know what? That's one thing I kind of glazed over because I don't wear liquid foundation. I wear CC cream. So I was talking up CC cream. No, liquid foundation. So you never know. It doesn't matter what we train our brain to do. Everybody's brain is different and they're going to attract to whatever they like. Just show it to them. That's it. Just show it to them. Yes.
I wanted to say real quick, that's something I could do while I'm in Scottsdale. Because it took you, what, did you say 37 minutes?
Tops.
Oh,
Because
Sandy,
in the beginning, I was stumbling over my words. I mean, lately, I'm sorry, TK, I'll come right to you. When I had to explain it on Monday, like I was stuttering because I need to be in front of people, and when I'm not, I kind of like start getting nervous, getting that shy, that quiet feeling. Yeah, no, don't do that, guys. You know what? Again, they don't know what they don't know. You're teaching them. You're talking about the product that you know and where. And the only way they're going to get any idea of what it is if you talk about it. That's it.
Wow.
So that was great. I love that. And with the gift that we're getting from the company with the extra credit, the double credit, that was a blessing to her. That started yesterday, goes for a week. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you just want to order. How's that?
Yeah, quick question.
TK had a
Yes.
question.
Yeah, did you go over the foundation app and that's how they knew which kind to order?
No.
Oh, how did they figure out which foundation they
Oh,
wanted?
not at the party. No, not at the party. When I did it, no, because what I wanted to get off, I was like, oh my gosh, this is over my head right now. I just wanted to get off the computer. Okay, guys, I was getting nervous. No, after the fact, they're like, yes, and that's when I sent them the link. Now I didn't do anything on there. I didn't give them anything half price. I didn't tell them anything about our 50% items. I didn't say anything. I just went through the book. This is it. This is all I use, guys. Everything.
oh, you're so inspiring. I want to do that.
Thank you.
Sandy, I want to
Congratulations.
do that. You'll have to give me special, like, tips.
Oh,
Did you
so
do a Zoom party with that and just hold the book up to the screen?
No, Tracy. I did a Zoom party and then I shared my screen, but I
Gotcha.
already had
Okay.
it set. But I already had it set up to where it was in the beginning
Those
of
pages.
the yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
wow,
That's
that
so
is
cool.
fantastic.
I think
So
you should do a party for us some Saturday morning.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. But you know what? Honestly, Deb McIntyre has done that. That's why I just remembered it. She did it
yeah,
here. But
yeah,
and I thought it would, because I mean things have been happening. And guys, the momentum, you start a momentum. If everybody's been texting their customers and doing things like that, that momentum is going to keep going because it's going this time around for bookings. I mean, right, Cynthia?
right, right. Yeah. So
That's what I thought. That's what I thought I was going to talk. I was talking about. I was like,
no,
oh, bookings, because
maybe
I'm at
next
work.
week.
Yeah.
Maybe next.
Oh, thank
So, but some ideas. We want to help you guys have $1,000 week. And we have some training that might be able to help you do that. Some other ideas for $1,000 week. We'll be posting them in the Voxer, so check that out because we really want to get to this training. We might not get through it all though. So, Mary, let's just go ahead and start it and see how far we get. And when she does the lipstick things, I got those 2 lipsticks out. I learned so much from her. And you know what we'll do? Oh my gosh, this is what we'll do. We'll post this. And then you guys can finish watching it. Duh. Okay.
Tone of it, not nothing to do
Okay.
with how tan or
just
how pale they
second.
are or nothing. Okay.
Mary, this is color theory. Sorry. Color theory. So when you do an appointment, my friend Jen Enlow, some of you know her. She's a top director in Mary Kay. When she does an appointment at the end, she said, okay, I have to see you in 2 weeks because I want to make sure the your product's working. And then she offers them this color appointment. Now, this is not Jen Enlow. This is Taylor. I can't think of her name. But so anyway, she's going into color theory.
With
All right.
their tone. And really, more than anything, your telltale signs are going to be like how their skin reacts in the sunlight. Okay. That's going to be a
Oh dear, guys. I've got everything else closed on my screen.
Yeah, I don't know if you can go back to like 5 minutes when she starts it. Around 5 minutes is when she really starts talking about the color theory. But
Okay. Sorry, I started it at 6 minutes. I'm on share sound, share my screen. Nothing else is on our Wi-Fi right now, so it should be just fine.
to my customers to get them to book with me to do a second appointment, right? Like I never felt like I had a good hook or I felt like something like I had skills to offer them other than I was pretty good at makeup. But also I have a problem as a leader doing something and not being able to transfer it to my people because they're like, well, how do you do a second appointment? I'm like, well, I do it this way. So I like to make sure anything I teach is for all personality types. So whether you're really detailed or really not, hopefully this training hits because I designed it for my C personalities, to my D personalities, to the I's who are not paying attention unless something sparkly. Okay. Like I'm an I. Okay. So I'm just letting you guys know I did this to simplify it, but give you guys enough detail and enough resources to do these appointments. Okay. So basically, let's start first with color analysis. Color analysis in general is the ability to really analyze somebody's skin color, right? The tone of it, nothing to do with how tan or how pale they are or nothing, okay? It has to do with their tone. And really, more than anything, your telltale signs are going to be like how their skin reacts in the sunlight. Okay? That's going to be a big key for helping you kind of determine this, okay? But color analysis, the reason that this tool is so valuable is the first thing that the eye takes in when you see somebody is color. First thing. Right? I mean, how many times do we get complimented? Girl, your makeup looks great. Oh, I love that lipstick. Oh, that dress, right? We're immediately taking in image first, okay? And as Mary Kay consultants, you also want to know what your best yes is, because if your makeup looks crazy, nobody wants to buy their makeup from you. Okay, if your foundation don't match, they're not going to ask you for a foundation match, right? Like common sense, right? So Mary Kay will cause you to elevate yourself, and it doesn't require you being a makeup guru to do this. Okay, so that's another preface. You do not have to be a makeup expert in order to do this. Actually, I just want you to look at my face. Do I look like bronzed and glowy right now? I look pretty like here on my forehead. I look like I got something up here, right? I look like I got something up here. I got some cheeks on. I look like my nose is almost contoured. Okay. You guys not only have blush on my face, I have no contour. I have no highlight. When you're in the right colors, your face looks thinner and more chiseled. Your jawline looks more chiseled. I got 3 eyeshadow colors on, mascara, and a lip gloss. Guys, this is buried a light on my lips. I have like basically a dash out the door look on my face, and I looked so polished. I look younger than I am. I promise you I do. Okay. So let's talk about color analysis. Okay. So how many of you guys have heard all these season things? Okay. I'm going to clear all this up too. Seasons. All I hear about these people's seasons. That's this. Okay. So color analysis is helping people find their season. The seasons have names, okay? And the reason that they're called seasons is because the colors that people get to wear, or their best colors that they look good in, occur naturally. They tend to occur naturally in those seasons. Okay, that's what they say. I've never seen hot pink in winter. Personally, okay? We're just going to accept some of the things that don't maybe make the most sense in my own head. Okay, and we're just going to say, yes, that is the rules here, okay? The other thing is this color analysis, there are 2 types of color analysis. One is undertone, meaning your hair is not taken into consideration. Your, like if you wear spray tans normally, you can't wear one. All of that's taken out and edited out, and then basically they do draping, and they look at your God-given undertone, like when you were born, what was the undertone God gave you, not overtone. This one is based specifically on overtone, meaning, let me give you an example. I had a client who, when she first started with me, was blonde. Okay, we did her colors. She said, I feel really dead in the face. And I'm like, she said, I went gray. Okay, her overtone changed. Her hair color changed, therefore the dynamics of her look changed. So basically in her case, she could handle actually more color because she had more of a contrasting hair color. And we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay. So everybody with me so far? Just getting everybody versed in all the TikTok trends and everything that you're probably seeing, everything that we're talking about all relates. Okay. So we have our color wheel, okay? It's a color wheel. It's literally like a little rainbow, okay? And if you have the color wheel, you're going to have cool colors and warm colors. And I explained this at the beginning of my sessions, okay? We have a color wheel. On one side, we have cool colors, and the other side, we have warm colors. Our warm colors are going to be like yellow, orange, right? Red, some reds. Okay, okay. The other side is going to be like purples, blues, right? Okay. So in makeup gets to be a little bit more fluid because the rule of thumb is cool skin tones like cool colors. So any cool colors are going to be a yes. Same with warm skin tones. Any warm colors are going to be a yes. However, figuring out your season is going to find your best yes. Okay. So that, when we go through, it'll make more sense when I pull up some charts here in a minute, but we're not ready for charts. We're baby stepping into this, okay? We're not ready for charts. Okay, so cool skin likes cool colors. Warm skin likes warm colors. So if you can just get that into your head, if somebody asks you, what would be a good blush or what would be a good lipstick for me, then if you pick from any of the warm seasons or any of the cool seasons based on what they are, you're not wrong. Okay. You're making a correct decision. Okay. All right. Now, like I said, it's halved, cool and warm. Okay. Then it's divided again. And this is where you have your 4 seasons. Okay. So there are 2 warm seasons and there are 2 cool seasons. I'm going to say what they are, and they may not make sense to you. And we're just going to accept that this is the fact. Okay. Our cool seasons are winter and summer. Our warm seasons are spring and autumn. Okay. Now this will make more sense in the fact that autumn, as a warm season, gets all the burnt oranges and the reds and the yellows and the mustard, right? And our springs get the peaches and the light yellows and the butter yellows and all of that. Does that make sense? Now our winters and our summers get our blues and our some of our purples, and our, pinks. Okay. Yeah, I'm really trying to baby step y'all with some information before we keep going. Okay. But you guys are getting the full lesson basically in 15 minutes. Okay. So you've got a pretty good grasp on color theory right now. Okay. You want to know the difference, and you guys are going to be like, okay, this is so much more simple than I thought it was. The difference between, let's just do summer and winter. The difference between summer and winter, you want to know what makes somebody a summer versus a winter? Because they're both cool toned. How much color can that person handle? Meaning, when they put on a bold lipstick, does the lipstick wear them, or do they wear the lipstick? Okay, it's called chroma. Okay, and when you use that word, people's eyes glaze over and they think you're really smart. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this to help determine your chroma level. Like that basically means how much of a bold color can you handle. Okay.
Uh-oh, we lost it. Let's see if we can get it back. If not, I can continue with some of it. So what she was starting to talk about was how much color can somebody take? So you're going to ask them, when you go out in the sun, do you burn and then tan? Do you just tan? Or yeah, I think that's it. Do you tan, or do you burn and then tan, or you just burn? That's it. So depending on what they say, they might say, oh, I only tan. Well, I tan, but I burn. If I go out in the sun with no sunscreen, I burned. And then it eventually will turn into a tan. So I am actually, oh, she's getting it. I'm actually a winter, believe it or not.
Think primary colors. Think neon. Think electric blue. Think royal blue. Think primary. Okay. Clear, bright, contrasting. Okay. The other end is our powders and our pastels. Does that make sense? That's the chroma scale. Powder, pastels, bold, clear, bright. Okay. So winters are bold, clear, bright. They can handle the most chroma. When I got my colors done, I am a winter. I am a cool tone skin. This lipstick is my nude. I'm not supposed to go any lighter than this. It's not my best yes. Okay. Now remember, I also tell people how many of you guys are freedom and choice in the chat. You don't like being told what to do. Okay. I always tell my people, remember, this session is tools, not rules. These are just tools. So if you're going to purchase something really important, or you're looking for some good colors, these are some tools in your tool belt. These are not rules. Like, you get to do you. Okay. Because that gives them the freedom to make the decision in there. And now I'm an advisor. I'm not like a dictator in the appointment, right? Okay. Now, my cool toned people, my summers and winters, get the color silver. Was I sad? Yes. I was a gold girl. My wedding set happened to be in silver, and thank God, because I don't know what I would have done. The autumn and the spring category, they get gold. Okay. Again, tools not rules. Don't hate me. Don't shoot me right here. Okay. Okay. So that's what I kind of explained at the beginning. Now, I have a custom set sheet that I pull out at the beginning of these color appointments for them to fill out that are like our customer profile cards. However, they have a large area for them to take notes of colors that they like as we go through. It also has a spot for me to put their season, their metal color, right? So that they can take a picture of it, or I can take a picture of it and they can take it home. Okay, either way, but it helps me keep track, especially when I'm doing multiple people at an appointment. It's nice for me to have the cheat sheet right there. What the heck did I say you were? Because sometimes when you're doing multiple people, I've done, I think, a group of 8 once. I was like, and what were you? And so I've just had to like look down and be like, oh yes, you were this. Because you're talking to so many people at once. Okay. So are we good so far? Tania, anything I need
Yes.
to elaborate on yet?
No, I think it's amazing. And so
Okay.
I do want to let everyone know a lot of this will all come together after Taylor has done her training. So just hold tight, hold on to your britches. Okay, just write your questions down and I bet you a lot of it will be answered. Okay, just hold on tight.
And if not, I will stay on here to clarify. Okay, we will get the training in. That's the important part. Okay. Okay. So I have them fill that information out. And then to start the appointment, everybody is barefaced. Okay. So if they have makeup, I have them take it off. I just use micellar water. I'm not kidding. Okay. You can go through skincare if you'd like. The goal is that they've already done skincare with you and can go into color. If you want to do skincare, for me, it takes a very long time to do that. So I like to micellar water and eye makeup remover it, give them some moisturizer, or you can do cleanser moisturizer. It doesn't matter. Just get their face cleaned, but don't do a whole dang skincare session. They're there for makeup. And I think when we spend too long there, you detract from the thing that they're there for, and people feel tricked or bamboozled by that. You know what I mean? Because my people that are coming for color, it's a great leeway for me to get them in for skincare. I can bring them back. Okay, so if this is their first appointment, because that's what hooks them, I can bring them back for skincare. Girl, I'd really love your opinion on some skincare. Will you like meet with me? Right? Okay. The other thing is the way that I'm booking these right now is I'm offering that if they bring 2 friends with them, that they'll get $50 free to spend in season spending is what I call it. That's $25 out of my pocket if we sold nothing. Okay. And so let me tell you a story. I did one with 3 people. It took me 2.5 hours. It will not take you 2.5 hours because I was testing the water. This is my second appointment. Okay, because I practice it before I teach it. Guys, when I tell you, your girl was there for 2.5 hours. Did I get referrals? No. Did I close in sets? No, I didn't have a set sheet. I didn't have anything made up yet, right? I had nothing. I did nothing the Mary Kay way at the end of this appointment. I need you to know, okay? I was willing to risk it because I needed to practice. I needed to practice, okay? And I was formulating this. And so they had to leave because it was getting late, and yeah, of course they had to leave. I'm trying to do 3 and figure out how to do this faster. And they had written things down. And one girl on her way out says, I'd like to get my wish list. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll message you, blah, blah. So I messaged her that night, ends up buying in color alone, $250. Okay. So that girl's $50 bank. 4 days later goes on and orders another 343. And I was like, dang, because it's the power of them knowing their best, their best colors. And when the point of this appointment isn't just for me to be this magical genie who tells them, it's for me to walk them through, like I'm walking you through it, right now because I want them to see what I see so that they agree with me. Because if they agree with me, then they're buying the colors because they see it too. They saw their face change. They saw it, right? Okay, so here's how you're going to determine seasons. The first question you're going to ask, because the first thing you got to figure out, remember that color wheel we talked about? You can't go into the seasons unless you figure out if they're cool or warm first. Okay, so now there are exceptions to rules, which is why we use lipsticks to clarify. Okay, but we're going to be like little detectives, little FBI agents to figure out what she is. Okay, so you get to experiment, she gets to experiment, you're going through it with them. So it's no pressure. You don't have to like call it right up and be correct. Okay, you are analyzing and watching and getting her feedback and all of that. Okay, so the first thing I ask is, what does your skin do in the sun? Does it burn then tan, or just tan? Okay, burn then tan, just tan. Now, I need to warn you, my tan people, my just tan people will lie to you. They don't know that they're lying, but they're liars, okay? They'll say, I burn. And I'm like, always ask the people who say that they burn then tan when you're looking at it. I always ask the people who say that burn then tan, how long do you have to be in the sun without sunscreen to burn? Because those people will be like 6 or 8 hours. I don't even wear sunscreen. Can't relate. I'd be in the hospital. Okay, like I would have sun poisoning, dead. Okay, not okay. My mom is a warm. She likes to tell me that she burns. She gets red a little after being on the mower and working out in the yard from sun up to sundown, and then it's brown as a berry the next day. And not me, not me. Okay, so you have to watch the warm people. They will lie to you. Now, if you've looked at our foundation chart at all, you will notice that one of the lightest ivory shades, there's ivory C110, C100, C110, and ivory C120. No, W120. W120. Yes, it's a W. So it's a warm. 120 and 130 are both warm. Ivory people, just because they're ivory doesn't mean that they always burn. So don't look at an ivory person and be like, you pale. You must burn. No, one of the girls that was at my color analysis, Ivory W130, she doesn't really burn. Okay, so make sure you ask that question. That question is very telling. Now, if they're like, I just tan, and they already look brown, they're going to be a warm. They're going to be a warm. Okay, now the people who are just burn, probably going to be a cool. Again, we're going to clarify more with the lipsticks, but we're trying to figure out kind of what we think. We're getting our information. Now, my neutral people are burn then tan. Okay, so I'm truly a burn then tan. I burn and then I tan. My foundation shade is beige N150, and when I got my colors analyzed, they told me that beige N150 wasn't a real color because everybody cannot be a beige N150, but it's the best one that looks good on me. We've tried the C, we've tried the W. Nope, I look too pink. Okay, so I get to wear this. But those are the ones that are going to be the trickiest, are the neutrals, are the burn then tans. But again, burn then tan might mean that they're probably cool. Okay. However, we're going to use lipsticks to clarify. But if it's going to help you really quickly be like, okay, I think she's a warm, I think she's a cool, so that your brain can like start to look to see if you're right. Okay. It's also going to help you when you get to foundation matching if you choose to match in full coverage foundations. This appointment does not require you to have every shade of foundation. You can use your CC creams that came in your Mary Kay kit if you want, okay, until you have time to build. So that's good news. All right. So after that, I have them right in the top right-hand corner, cool, warm, what I think that they are, okay? And then we're going to go to my lipsticks. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I do my lipsticks. My girls can earn these right now from me as part of their finishers club. And I'm just letting you guys know. I'll send your directors videos on how I made these, but basically in a pro palette, I have every lipstick shade and beautiful little guys. Okay. However you want to demo your lipsticks, but I made myself my own dang chart and then I melted them all down into these little guys. Okay. You can use lipstick samples. You can use, you can get full-size lipsticks. I did full-size lipsticks for years. Yeah, I got these little trays on Amazon, use a little hot plate, scrape some in there, melted it down, let it be magnetized, you know? These were like 100 for $9. And I said, sold. Okay. Get a friend in your unit if you guys want to go in on this. Okay. Yeah, most of my girls are like, I'm earning this palette. Get 3 friends, you and 3 friends, because each lipstick makes 4. And so basically you guys can split this as a group if you want to make it. And I'll give you that information too. But anyway, I pull out my lipsticks and this is what it looks like for me. It does not have to look like this for you. You can use lipstick samples. Okay. But I really was wanting to do this specifically to incentivize my girls. Please go earn this palette. Go earn this, okay? Because do you want to make it? No. Do you want me to make it for you? You sure do. Okay. Do you want me to pay for it? You do. Okay. Just wanted to plug one of our Finishers Club prices. Okay. So we're gonna start with lipstick. We're going to start with a lipstick from the warm category, and we're going to start with a lipstick from the cool category. And I'm going to give you my keys to the kingdom, the lipsticks that I start with. Okay. How I determined this was, remember how we talked about chroma a minute ago? Intensity of color. I went with the boldest color I could find on the warm side. So I went to the spring sheet. Okay. So I didn't tell you this. The high intensity is winter and the lower powdery one is summer. The high intensity one on the warm side is spring, and the bold one is spring, and the powdery pastel is considered fall. I know that feels opposite. That's just the rules here. I don't make the rules. These are the rules. Okay. So I picked the boldest color from spring and I picked the boldest color from winter. My highest chroma. So far, so good. I'll tell you what those lipsticks are. Poppy Please is for my warm. Okay. And Haute Pink or Hot Pink or Haute Pink, Haute, pink is our winter pink. Okay. It's a cool tone pink. Okay. I tell women before we put this on, this is how you establish trust, because if you just start slinging lipstick at them, they're gonna be like, I don't really like this color. This color isn't for me. Okay. Most women do not wear a lot of color on their lips. They tend to be neutral girlies. I just want a good brownish pink. You know, how many times have we heard that? I just want a little good brownish pink. Okay, everybody's heard that at every appointment. Okay, color is scary for them, but when they find the best color for them, they can see that too. So I say, what I'm going to do first is find out how much color can you handle? Are you somebody that the color wears you, or you wear the color? So I'm going to try it in the warmest, boldest color and the pinkest, boldest color. I mean, the coolest, boldest color. You might like them. You might hate them. I'm just using this as a tool to figure out your season right now. Okay. Okay. So I give everybody, whether I've deduced if they're cool or warm, I give everybody Poppy Please first, because the girls who are cool will be like, this looks terrible on me. And the girls who are warm, it will absolutely look great on. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, Susan. Susan's like, no, this color looks amazing. This color looks terrible on me. And then she looks at her friend, she's like, oh, but Julie, that looks so good on you. Wow. And she's like, you really think so? She's like, yeah, I would have never picked that color. I would have never picked that color for you, but that looks amazing. Okay. The reason I'm offering $50 is because I want their friends there. Their friends are going to embolden them to buy things that they aren't normally going to buy, especially when they're experimenting in makeup. All it takes is their friend. Have you ever done compliment time at the end of your appointments? And their friend's like, I really love that blush. And the person goes, really? You think so? And it's the thing they buy. There's a reason. There's a reason. We like to take information from our friends. So that's why I like to do these in groups. And that's why I'm willing to do that. And also to save me time and make me more money. I'm going to get 3 times the referrals. I'm going to get 3 times the shares. You know what I mean? Come on. Okay. So So, and it's been so easy to get 3 people. You don't even understand how easy it's been. It's been cakewalk. I've never been booking easier. Okay. So I do those 2 first. You're going to be able to tell really quickly because remember, they got no makeup on. So most of the time, if they have makeup on, here's why you can't do it with makeup on. Their makeup, if they've contoured or altered their makeup in any way, they might not even be in the right foundation shade. That lipstick's going to change. So with no makeup and just that lipstick, you're going to watch their under eyes. You're going to look at their complexion. You're just going to watch them come alive. The point of the lipstick and finding the right color is they're supposed to look cohesive. So when you look at me, you don't look at my lipstick first. You look straight at my eyes. That's what stands out immediately to you first because it's cohesive. Okay. That's the point where women want, where their eyes are brighter, they look cohesive and polished, and they just look more expensive when they're in the right colors. Okay. So, and I explain all this to women and they're like, okay, yeah, for sure. So then after that, I'm going to say, okay, I think you're this, I think you're this, but we're going to see. Okay. So then I have everybody take that off after we've done the poppy please on everybody. And we're going to do the hope pink on everybody. Everybody getting everything. So then Julie, who looked good in that poppy please, she's like, oh no, this looks terrible. But, you know, Susan, you look fantastic in this one. It's because Susan's cool and Julie's warm, right? But they're going to confirm for each other and they're going to help me confirm. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to one of the lighter shades I'm going to go to the other seasons and find one of the lighter lips. Okay. So I'll tell you what those are. Sunset Peach. And that is my autumn. And Trademark Pink. That is my summer. When you put Trademark Pink on me, I look like I have pink and I kiss like Pepto-Bismol. Like it's got like a powder layer. Like it's not great. And that's kind of how you know is if that color is too light. It's like it like washes them out. It looks okay, but it almost like has like a little white, like they took translucent powder and put it on their lips over top of it. Just a little bit. You're like, that's off. The color should look rich and it should look expensive, not cheap. Okay. By then, you should be able to tell which one they are. If you're not, if you can't, try some other colors. I have a color chart that Erin Marlowe made with the help of Miranda Rains, who taught the outside colors and categorize all these lipsticks. Okay. She's done color analysis for 20 years. I've just made it simple enough that we can do appointments with it. Okay. So you just pick other ones and you deduce and you play around and you try. It's okay. They want you to be right. This is experimental. And they're going to be helping you. Oh, yeah, I think that one looked better on me. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? They're going to help you. They will help you through it. Okay? So far, so good. Once you've determined what they are, take off the lipstick and then start into makeup. Primer. Ask the women. If you're going to do just CC creams, put CC creams on them. But ask the women, do you prefer full coverage or do you like a CC cream? If women are CC cream people, let them be CC cream people. If women are full coverage, let them be full coverage, okay? Because their finish of their makeup is going to determine how well they like what goes on top of it, right? So if they are more natural, soft CC cream and you put a full coverage or you put cream to powder on their face and they're like, no colors coming through here and they don't look like themselves, that's going to be hard, right? So we're going to let people stay in their comfort zone of foundation. Make sense so far? Okay. Then we're going to go in past that. We're not going to do any contour. We're not going to do any highlight. I know that sounds crazy, but we're just not. Okay. We're going to focus just on color right now. We're not teaching a makeup class. We're doing a color analysis first. Okay. We can get into contour and highlight and brows and all that stuff if you want to and if you have time, for sure. But we're doing color analysis right now. So then after we do that, I always do personally under eye corrector because I do it on their lids and I do it under their eyes. And the reason I do lids and eyes is because it zones out the color. Okay. If they are ivory or bronze skin, I always have them go in with their concealer color over top of that. But I'm trying to correct color there because I want my eyeshadow colors to come out their true color, the true pigment. And women have a lot of veins and discoloration on their eyelids that they don't even realize that they have. Okay, so I have my women, especially if you're dealing with mature clientele, I have the women put their foundation everywhere but their eyes, and then we put on that by tapping it in, because when you're doing makeup, this is just a makeup tip, women wrinkle here first. If they have too much product here, it's going to make them look older and they're going to hate it. Okay, so we want to use the least amount of product around the eyes, and that's just a good habit to get into all the way through. Okay. And then you're going to set it all with translucent powder, every part of it.
Okay, ladies, we are going to continue if you want, but it is almost end of meeting time. So I wanted to be sure to like pause the video and let you know if you do have to get off, we do understand. We're going to share the link in our Boss Babes. But if you would like, is anybody really grasping this and seeing things?
How much longer is it?
Hang on just 1 second. Let me tell you.
I think it's 20 more minutes.
Yeah. Yep. It looks to be about 20 more minutes.
I
So
love,
if
I
you,
love this. Thank you for sharing. And I'm so thankful you're going to send the video because I do have to get to work, but I love you all so much.
and really quickly, I seen Cynthia. Thank you, Tammy. I love you too. We all do. I seen Cynthia messing with her lipsticks, and I went and grabbed. I am a summer. I went and grabbed that trademark pink and put it on.
Yeah.
I've done the color analysis with Miranda Reigns, but
And
it
I
really
did
does
the-
make a difference.
I did both. I did the Poppy Please when she said it and took it off, and then I put on the Hope Pink. So
What do you guys think I am?
you might be a fall. So what color? I always say, if you're a Mary Kay consultant, what color lipstick do you love?
I
What's your
like the
favorite?
nude.
The nude. Okay, so
But
she'll
I always
talk
play
about
up my
that.
eyes. I always play up my eyes. So if I put on something bright,
Yeah,
I feel like
she talks about that. Fall is nude. Nude colors look good on spring and fall, especially fall. So I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Mary, am I totally wrong?
No, not totally, but I do love Anna how you said I love neutral colors because that was totally me. When I met with Miranda, I'm like, nope, not for these. But she also asked me, "What's your favorite color of our
Mhm.
Mary Kay line?" Because I immediately told her I do rosewood if I want something a little bit more bold, and like Mauve Moment was my go-to, the nude color on my lips. And she was like, yep, actually those are already ones that would look good on you in your summer color. Now try these more bold colors. So Anna,
Yeah.
back to that question, what shade do you generally use?
subdued nude.
Subdued nude. Okay. Because
And then,
you like to have the attention on your eyes.
yeah.
And you
I
do
do
want
the-
you don't
yeah.
want them fighting over which ones.
And I
you know.
have big features. And so,
That's fall. That's fall.
and if I put a lot here, all you see is, I don't want to look like that. So I do it here, and then this gets toned down so that I'm not like in your face.
But
Nice.
you do it in such a way that you are seeing both features. You want everything to have a polished look, but you choose one to have the attention on. And the
It'd be
eyes,
fun to do this as a group, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But do you
Maybe
have
we
to do this kind of thing in person? Because she was talking about the draping. Like, I'm wearing gold, and I like myself in gold, but I also like myself in silver.
So fall Anna is one that can do both.
Mm-hmm.
And back to your question of can we do this in a group or does it have to be in person? You can do this virtually. I met with
Yeah.
Miranda last summer on the computer screen. You know, she just said, please
Mm-hmm.
make sure you're in good lighting. And it was really weird because she was like, you know, I want you to be like, don't have a sports bra or something like a tube top. And that's pretty much what I wore in my appointment. She's like, because I want to see your skin, not the color of your clothes. And then we had clothes handy
Mm-hmm.
and such, but you can totally do it on a computer screen. And we could do it. It we can chat about it later about doing it here and having having everybody have samples ready so that they could try it. And if they don't have
I want
samples,
to do that whole lipstick palette. That sounds like so much fun. And then everyone, when you're out and about, can try the lipstick with the doe foot. That makes it. Yeah, Sandy's shaking her head. That
So
we need.
they are 100 for $9.99 on Amazon right now. They're on
Oh,
my
so
cart.
you found it? I'm going to see you later,
So-
Sandy. So maybe you can share that with me.
okay. So should we go ahead and finish the video and then we can finish chatting?
It'll be about another 30 minutes. I don't know. Do you guys want to stay on?
I'm gonna have to go because I got a couple of things I have to go to today.
I do
And
too. I have a
you,
party. And
Anna.
I've got to meet Sandy. What time am I meeting you?
You know what? Let me get dressed and ready. I'm actually wearing my nightgown.
Oh,
Are you
I
gonna
thought you
wear?
were.
But
I
nobody
liked
knew
your.
that. See, this
Are you
is
gonna
that's
wear
what I'm saying.
black?
The brain has to work fast.
Are you
I was
wearing
like,
black?
I thought you looked really. I liked your outfit, Sandy.
I did too. Are you wearing black today, Sandy?
Yeah, black dress and a pink sweater, or
Okay.
this sweater maybe. I don't know. Just something subtle and not.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to put on my beauty coat. It's in the dryer right now, but I got to put something on.
What
that
are
I
you
can-
guys doing?
Debbie's
It's Deb
McIntyre
McIntyre's
husband's
husband's
celebration of life.
celebration of life today.
But then I have a party afterwards, so I got to go right from there too.
And I have a family reunion
Yeah.
in a park.
So, anyways, does anybody else want to stay on?
Or we can continue this next week too. It doesn't. We can.
Oh,
Tracy
I think
and
we haven't.
Tracy
I
and
think
TK want to stay on.
TK,
actually
Tracy,
need to
Deb.
get going.
I got to get going. But
Yeah.
please, and Sandy, just text me so I know what time. That way I'm
And
coming.
the address.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay.
We can. Oh, Deb got off. Oh, so. Oh no, Deb stayed on. Okay, I say I can stay on until
Okay.
another 30 minutes. So let's keep going and then we'll post it too so people can rewatch it.
Did
it,
anyone? Okay, I got a quick question. It's the hot pink and the poppy please, but trademark pink and what was the others?
Sunset
Peach.
Sunset
Peach.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I put on the I got a little
What do you have on right
messy.
now, Cynthia? I know you put you were
I
putting
put
both of them
the
on.
poppy please on and it was like bam. And then I put on the hope pink, but when I took the poppy please off, I got stuff here.
Some oil-free
makeup
makeup
remover.
remover will take care of that.
I make
Yeah.
a remover.
So, but yeah, this is hope pink with poppy please on the outside. I gotta clean it up, but if you just look here, this is hope
But it
pink.
looks good. And is that your season?
Yep. When she said those two colors, I was like, oh, I'm hope pink without even
Mhm.
trying it.
Right.
But then when you try it, it's like, wow. And the power of having other people in the room. So TK, we should do something with our customers because now there's a studio in Old Colorado Springs that we can rent for $25. So
Ooh.
yeah, there's a Mary Kay studio. So anyways,
Yes.
I can't wait
Okay,
to
so-
do it in a group. Okay, yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
I will go
Sorry.
back to sharing the screen again.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about trends right now. I don't care about clean girl aesthetic. The reason that you're going to set it all with translucent powder is because it's a clear powder. It matches everybody, okay? And because we're experimenting in colors. If I put on a shade too heavy, so let me just show you. So let me dust my face with translucent powder real fast. I know I've got blush on. Let me dust real fast and just get a good layer down before I do this experiment. Okay, I'm gonna put translucent powder on my cheeks, okay? Now, say I go in with a color and the color is too bold. Let me find my, oh, they're all underneath of each other. I love that journey for me. Okay, I'm gonna do wineberry. It's one of my colors, okay? I'm gonna really get in there with wineberry. Okay, say I get too much. We can already agree that's too much, correct? Okay, so I just blend a little bit. If I take my powder brush and buff, it will mute down anything I have because powder to powder can blend. Do you see what I mean? So if she gets too much on, powder to powder can be buffed out. See how it's suddenly not too much? That's why, because some women are learning makeup for the first time. I'm putting some blush back on the side. Some women are learning makeup for the first time and experimenting with color. If they don't like it, you can always buff it out and try again. Okay. So that's kind of why we always do powder to powder. If you put on this blush, not on a powder, it's going to stick straight to that liquid and be super pigmented and you can't really correct. Does that make sense? Look over here. Now paranoid about my cheeks. Okay. Okay. So then you're going to pull up the set sheets. Okay. So not the set sheets, not the closing sheets, their season. So what I personally do is I have them printed out summer and winter back double-sided. Okay. Remember, cool skin likes cool colors. So the other side isn't necessarily a no, it's just not their best yes. It's still a yes, not their best yes. Okay. So they can still dabble in all those other colors. So that gives me double the product that they could be playing in. Double the colors, right? But if they're going to be cool, then they're going to be one side or the other. And if they're warm, they're going to be one side or the other. So let me see if I can share really fast let me go to my photos. Collections, seasons. So let's show you winter since it's what I am. So this is the sheet that I have, okay? It gives me all the eyeshadow colors, all the blush colors, all the lip liners I get, all the lipstick colors I get, okay? I have them on this sheet first, pick out their cheek color. And I have my cheek palette and I show that to them. And they say, and then, it's easier to pick from 5 cheek colors than we can ever get into eyeshadow, okay? Take a screenshot of this. We don't really need this past this point, okay? You just kind of visually needed to see what that looked like, okay? Okay, so back to this. So I have them pick from the blush because the most colors that any of the seasons have is 5. They can make a decision out of 5, okay? Because women don't want to be wrong. They don't want to look stupid. They're like, what do you think, right? I'm like, well, tell me which one you're attracted to because I really want to empower her to make her decisions here. And I want her to help me. I'm not trying to guess. Be like, what does she normally wear? I've never seen this woman with makeup before. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Right? So I want her to tell me what she's attracted to. Then from there, I say, okay, pick out 3 eyeshadow colors for me. And they might look at you like this. I really don't know, right? So most women, if they know the 3 that they'd like to try, let them. If they don't, I say, can you pick out just one you're attracted to? Just give me one, I'll pair others with it. And so that kind of tells me ballpark where she kind of is comfortable to go. So I said, what's great about this is any blush you pick and any of the eyeshadows you pick are all going to go together. So there's no wrong answer here. Tonality wise, they're all a yes. Which one's your favorite, right? So then it empowers her to like communicate with me a little bit more. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to teach her how to apply the eyeshadow. So at first I started with, guys, disposable wands. I'm getting fancier to where I want to wash cheek brushes all the time, sanitize them. And so I do all over powder, I do cheek, and then I do our eye blending brush. Those are the 3 that I use to demo, just because most women don't understand the power of a fluffy brush. And for shimmers, I like to use my finger anyway. That's just me. I like to keep it simple for people, especially if they're coming in, you know what I mean? Like if they're not makeup people and they're trying this. So you have to middle ground it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is teach her to apply. I'm going to show each person, I don't care how many people I have, I'm going to show each person how to apply their eyeshadow for winters and for springs. Contrast, contrast, contrast. Do you see my eyes right now? What I have on my eyes, I have, let me pull up my palette. I have Soft Heather, Merlot, and then Crystalline. Okay, that is a medium-most color, but do you guys see how it is literally dark and light, like contrast? For my summers and my autumns, the more blendy, the better. Okay, so one of my favorite for autumns, I'm gonna pull it up for autumns. For summers is like golden mauve right here with rose gold. Those 2 together, because they're so close in color, look fantastic together. And I just do one on the outside and one there, and then I use another color, lighter color, to just buff out the top. But there's the more blended and the more close in range the colors can be, the better it looks on them, because they need something a little softer. I need high contrast, they need soft and blended. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes, totally.
Okay, great. Okay. Thank you, Tania. I'm like, I love affirmations. I love you to say, yes, I understand you, ma'am. Okay. Then we have their blush on, we have eyeshadow on. We finish out mascara, finish that out. Okay. Then what we're going to do is then we're going to play in the lipsticks together. If you want to teach your brows, teach your brows. I don't care what you want. Add it. It's in my set sheet. So add brows if you want to add brows. I'm just saying, like, basics of like to get their season and for them to look polished at the end. This is what has to happen. Add some flair. Do you, But make sure that you keep the appointments respectful of people's times. Okay. So just like we do skincare in, out, done, we want to make sure our makeup system is the same way. Okay. Don't want to keep people there for hours. It kills your sale. Okay. Then from there, you're going to let her play in colors. So she's got her little chart. She's looking at the lipsticks. You're going to let them play in lipstick colors. Because what I say is this. I say, listen, your eyeshadow and blush can stay the same because they're going to match any of those lipsticks. So if you have an event and you want a bolder lip, you can keep your everyday look and just change your lips out. Or you can get a second look and you can have 2 looks to go to and change your lips, and it looks like you've done so much different combinations of makeup, but they all are so cohesive that everything in your makeup bag works well together. You're not being like, what eyeshadow should I pick today? They're all a yes. All your lipsticks are a yes. All your blushes are a yes. And they all go together, which also helps women with, decision fatigue. We make too many decisions a day. It simplifies for her. It makes it so much better. Okay. Then after we're done, we do finishing spray and we close in sets. Now, on the back of my customer profile form, okay, on the back, I use, there's a place for them to nominate 10 women to do color sessions. I personally, on the back of my set sheet says, for every woman that books and holds, they get $10 to spend per person. It also says if you want to do a color analysis and bring 2 friends, that you get $50 to spend as like my hostess program. Okay. Because I'm not above women. Women will do that again with friends. Okay. Because that was fun for them. Then the other side is closing questions, Mary Kay opportunity, what sets you want to take home, etc. Okay. And then I will actually pull up my set sheet for you guys and explain it really quick if that works for y'all. I made this sucker from scratch as well. So, because what I found in the appointments of what people were buying, and this is where we're at. Okay, do you guys see her? Okay, so basically we've got the sets up above, okay, and down at the bottom, Cadillac Queen Princess. They're very similar to a lot of roll-up bag set sheets that you guys have seen or use. And basically, those are the bundle deals at the bottom. They can buy anything up top, and that's the price of it. Or they can bundle at the bottom. I've had a lot of women doing the queens for sure. I have a lot of women do the color palette and then add in a second season because they like more eyeshadows, especially when they see a different eyeshadow combination on another friend beside them. And do the luscious lips and add on more lipstick colors. I've had them do the brush collection. Do you see what I mean? Like all of that is like necessary. Okay. Any questions about this before I take it down? Okay, I'm gonna take it
No,
down.
I think this is good.
Remember, you guys get copies of this. Okay. So I close them out, move on with my life. That is season analysis in a nutshell. Okay. And it's a simple set sheet. You know what I mean? Like it's simple. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to make sure that you guys know past this. Oh, yes. Okay. So there are some files that I do send to people at the end, okay? Because women want to know, okay, that's makeup, but what are my colors, right? So not just what are my Mary Kay makeup colors, but what colors do I get? Well, when I did my appointment with Miranda, it was a fantastic appointment, but at the end, she was like, the color, she showed me a fan of colors that I got, okay? And she determined even deeper subseasons for me. Like she went even more in depth. So if you guys want to do that session with her, go book her and pay for that, please do. But basically, when I was doing my session with her at the end, she was like, oh, you can purchase this color swatch of your season. And there was a discount code that I could use. And I said, well, if I'm going to do color analysis appointments, I'm just going to go ahead and buy all 4 seasons and save them for myself. So I spent $120 on these swatch books and I text them to my customers afterwards. And I say, these are colors. So if you're looking for a dress or a shirt or anything, these are your colors. Okay. And I send them to them afterwards because if I'm going to offer a color analysis, want people to have a swatch book to leave with. So I am giving you guys my $120 files so you don't have to go buy them for yourself.
Woo!
Okay. So that's also going to be in the email and I'll show you, it's based off of the Color Me Mine system. So you guys have to watch, not watch. You don't have to like be cautious, but in them, I wanted to see if I could. No, it would make me share my screen. I don't want to do that. Okay, but basically on the next to the last page or like 2 pages out, it says makeup colors. And so I just tell people, I'm like, ignore that. That isn't even accurate. Like, that's not Mary Kay makeup. That's something else. And I say, these are your best colors. And then this is your swatch book. Nobody's even asked me about it, but it tells them their best colors and their worst colors. And then they feel good just having something that they've left the appointment with. Okay. So, no, Erica, that's a good question. Are there people that can wear any color or every color? No, they're either cool or warm. They lean one way or the other. There are some shared colors, but no, you have best yes colors. And I used to think I looked great in nudes and browns, and guys, I didn't own a single one of my colors in my closet. Tan does change it. Okay, hold on. Tan does not change it in the fact of it's natural, okay? Your eyes don't make a difference. They don't make a difference, okay? So here's the deal, is that I know that there was a chart that they had on Erin Marlowe that had like, if you're this hair and this eye color and this skin tone, you're probably this one. Guys, I'm not even on that chart. Half my people I do aren't even on that chart, okay? Miranda herself isn't on that chart. She's an exception to the rule. So I'm like, that chart, it for me was hard because I was like, well, I can't do color appointments because I'm a winter and I'm not even on that chart. How do I do color analysis and be like, well, that rule applies to you, but I'm not on the chart, right? Like I couldn't do that. So I had to figure out color analysis. Again, this is me and my hiccups that have led to this. I had to get clear about color analysis to understand why I wasn't on that chart. So that chart is not, it's a tool. It's not as accurate as you think it might be. What else? What else? Oh, tan. Okay. Now, if I get tan, I'm still cool toned. So as I get more tan, I could wear like bolder colors. Like I can already wear electric blue, but put me in neon pink. Okay. I'm gonna look fire. Okay. But say you have a girl and she is cool toned normally, but you find out she gets regular spray tans. Her spray tan is automatically going to make her warm. She's changed the overtone of her skin. It's going to make her warm. Even if she's cool, artificial tans are warm in nature. Anybody ever seen a cool spray tan? Nope. They're warm. People look orange. There's a reason it's a warm hue. Okay. So just letting you know, if they do stay in spray tans, you just need to type them as a warm. That's a really good question. Artificial tans change that first question of what does your skin do in the sun? You can also add in the question, does anybody regularly spray tan in here? Because that will change it. And as people change their hair colors, they can come back for refreshers. Like I had a customer who said that she looked washed out. It's because she was a summer with blonde hair, but the gray hair made her a winter because her contrast went up. She needed bolder to not look pale and washed out. Tanning bed, no, it's not artificial. It's your skin's melanin color is changing, like your skin changes color. It's not you adding a fake color. That's your skin actually turning colors. Any other questions that we have? Does everybody feel equipped?
I think I need to clarify one thing.
Yeah, go for
because
it.
I've seen some people in the chat as well. Okay, so the fairer cool shade is winter. Is that right?
Summer.
Okay, it's summer. And then the one that can wear the more bold colors is winter.
Winter.
Yes.
Okay, so winter is bold, y'all. Okay, winter
And
is
summer's
bold. Summer
pastel,
is
like
pastel.
powder blues and yeah, they're like powder blues and like cornfield blue. You know what I mean? Like those softer
Okay.
colors.
All right, perfect. Okay, then going on the warm side.
Spring is our bold.
Spring is bold.
And
Okay.
autumn tends to be our lighter. Autumn tends to, those are the ones that actually get like true nude lips.
Okay, perfect. And that's like the sunset peach, the real light one.
Yes.
Got it.
And that one's kind of middle ground, honestly, because they get lighter ones. Like I think they get better than Bear. I mean,
okay.
But if you put better and Bear on some people, they'd be like, I think I like this one. And you're like, no. Like, no. It depends which foundation. Well, primer is going to help, Maria, on that. And then application. What are you applying it with as well? Yes. So yes, down at the bottom, make sure you fill out that Google Doc in the form because this is being recorded and you will get materials in the Zoom recording. But Lene will get me the Zoom recording and I have my virtual assistant putting all of this together. But we're also giving people time to get that filled out. So expect the email tomorrow, not as soon as this Zoom ends. I'm not a magical fairy. I also have a toddler. Tania got a toddler. We got toddlers. They got to go to bed at some point. Mine is not in bed. Mine is with some grandparents running around like crazy man. Okay. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? I'm actually surprised I got this done as early.
Okay. Maria's question, how do I avoid the wrinkle?
That's what I just said primer and I said, how are they applying and the foundation type?
Yeah. And then you guys, you can use a foundation brush.
Actually on the chart, I do have the one foundation brush as an applicator. I forgot to tell you guys this. I personally, okay, you know how you like to give people free gifts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I went on Shein, okay, and I wish I had them with me in here, but I have a little pink packet. Okay, it's pink. It's clear on one side, and it's iridescent. You know how like Scentsy consultants will use them to like seal in samples. They're like airtight. You hit them with like a straightening iron at the top and it seals it. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Okay. I got some of those. And then I got a big pack of beauty blenders from Shein because we have to be, especially with foundation and like anything like this near the eye and near the face, trying to get foundation brushes really clean. Godspeed. Okay. Godspeed. It's a little gross. So I like to use a beauty blender because it's on trend. And also the sponges don't as apply as well. This will apply at least a pretty finish. So these on Shein were like $15 for 50 or something wild. Okay. And they're all a shade of pink, which is why I did it. Okay. I do this, a mascara wand and a lip wand. And then I make sure that I have extra lip wands there to play in the lipsticks. Okay. But I go ahead and seal that and set them up at everybody's place setting because I'm not really putting anything in the tray. So at their mirror, I put their little packet there so that they can open it up and whatnot. And then their beauty blender is their gift from me. So then I don't gotta be like, oh yeah, your beauty blender is yours to take home, you know? And then it gives me sanitary things that were not expensive, that are cute to apply product with. What I personally do is I show the foundation brush. Yeah, I can link those. But I show the foundation brush, and the one that I show is the blending brush, the foundation blending brush, because I show basically how little they have to put on and how much it gives like an airbrush finish. And I just kind of show that on my hand and be like, our other brushes are great, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like I just show that one because it dusts on so much product and covers so quickly. It's just an easy demo brush rather than me like taking another foundation brush and wiping it. I'm doing something fancy and it's nothing like they've ever really seen. So I tend to sell quite a few of those. But I just have one that I demo on the back of my hand. So wet sponge beauty blenders are the key. If you are not using your beauty blenders wet, you're not doing it right. The point of this is it blends the foundation in like a second skin and gives you good coverage because tapping provides coverage. So they use less product, which will also help it not settle in the wrinkles and gives them more like flawless finish, more like skin-like finish, because after they've moisturized, there they go. I talk about demoing on my hand, the blending foundation brush, the one with like all the little tiny bristles, and it's like, here's the head, and then it's got the stick thing. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. I'm like, help me, Denise. Hang with me. I'm like, Tania maybe got one hanging beside her. Is she looking for one? Because that's probably the most Tania thing I've ever seen in my life. The fact that she can reach back and find some blending brushes. Okay. So any other questions? Any other questions? Do you guys feel confident that you could go out and do appointments, or even just ask somebody when she says, I'm looking for, that one. Okay. Women are fascinated with it. They're like, you mean that's not a sponge? And I'm like, no, it's little hairs. And the tighter the bristles, the more color it's going to deposit onto your skin in a small amount. You need less product. And anyway, people are fascinated by that. And it's a great applicator for somebody who's not the most makeup savvy. It's very user friendly for people who are not great with blending. What else was I going to say? But you can ask them that foundation question and then guess the best blush or the best lipstick, or give them a list of lipsticks. And that's the beautiful part, is I send them a picture of their set sheet. So laminate your set sheets so they don't take them, because that's happened to me. And then I always send them a copy of all of their colors. And I say, hey, this is the second season. These aren't no's. These are also other warm shades in the other season. Just increase sell value. Honestly, I think CC cream's better for people with large pores, but that's me. That was a question that got asked. Tania, what do you think? I think CC cream sets better on large pore skin, but that's me.
Yeah, and then also sell them some microdermabrasion so we can minimize those pores.
Or retinol. Jeez, get in there and get that.
Get retinol, yes.
Yeah,
$120 sale, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
and also I just tell them, I'm like, listen, your pores are dilated like that because you got excess sebum production, and retinol gonna take care of that. I got you.
That's
Always.
good.
Always.
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions before we hop off? But everybody feels confident. Do you feel confident to, once you get the materials, to go at least practice this with somebody? Go get out in the field and offer it. Yeah. Because this is the time to call your best customers in and say, hey, I'm working on this. Can I practice with you? And then after you do like 1 or 2, you'll be like, I got this. I know exactly what she's talking about. Okay. So like you'll have this recording, you can play it back. But yeah, practice on people. Offer it. So, okay.
This has been amazing, Taylor. Thank you
Great.
so much for taking the time to go over this. You guys, is your mind like not blown about the amazing potential that you can be able to do with this information? I mean, hello, let's call some people up tonight and book some appointments. You may not know everything, and that's okay. But people want to be the first. Trust me, people want to be the first and say, girl, I got some new information. It's called color analysis. I got to get you to come and bring your 2 besties. Who can you think of that can come? What about your sister and your cousin? What about your coworker you kind of like and your neighbor? Get them laughing. When they're laughing, they're buying, they're coming.
It's true. It's true. I was also going to say something else. Somebody asked Tania, if you want to give that formula again, what's the best way to clean brushes?
Okay, so yes. So I love our brush cleaner. However, sometimes you need a little bit more. And sometimes
also our
the
brush cleaner is going
takes
away.
forever.
No,
Yes, it's going away. It's crazy.
So it's gone. If you don't
Yes.
have it, it's gone.
Yes. So I love the micellar water. And then sometimes you may have to add the cleanser with it too. And maybe some Dove dishwashing soap.
Yeah, a lot of people told me our facial cleansers, because they're so great. Like I use facial cleanser because it's so great about breaking down makeup, but also any of those oil-based things, not just makeup. Dawn dish soap is fantastic because if it can get oil off of a baby duck, it can clean your brush. And it's
There you go.
antibacterial. So that's another factor of sanitation.
Yes, I totally agree. Yes, this is recorded.
A virtual appointment for color analysis. Yeah, you could do it and actually send out the 4 lipstick samples to people and have them try. And then once they could see their own season, then you could send out the information of colors, and you could demonstrate each of the seasons on somebody, on each person, and show some looks and have people buy those looks. The soap bar is also going away.
Yep. Gone.
So I'm like,
it's gone.
We can't offer you much here.
It's gone, girl. You better take that micellar water and some cleanser. Okay. And rub that brush. I mean, I did a wedding and like it was 15 people. And so, yeah, sometimes you just got to clean the brushes right then and there, dry it off with a paper towel, keep it stepping.
Yep, 100%. 100%. So, yeah, we will get the information out to you guys. Well, I'll stay on for a few more minutes for questions, or people want to type, or if anybody wants to unmute, please do, because some of you guys just need a little extra processing time, and I know that. But please get out there. Please give it a shot. Try it. See what you think.
It's the whole trend, you guys. It's the thing.
It is the thing. It is going to set you apart. And then honestly, the other thing I was going to tell you guys was that's what I'm putting in my facial lead jars. So right now, my facial lead jars are a picture of me. And it's on top of the picture of me. It is Enter to Win. It says Glass Skin Facial, which basically is our repair line facial peel charcoal mask, or a color analysis, and they can select on my little entry forms, which is right here, glass skin or color analysis and color text. And that's been going over really well because my face is on there and it's trendy. Like both of those things are trendy. So I'm literally playing with that on purpose.
Love it.
I'm using the trends right now to get in with Mary Kay, to get a more of an audience that I maybe wouldn't naturally attract to myself. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So number one, you guys, guess what you have to get? Some product.
Okay, all right. So we can discuss this more next week. Next week is Labor Day weekend, so I don't know if we'll have as many people on, but we'll still have our meeting and we can still like discuss, go over this, go over questions. I mean, we have our event once a week once a month that we offer you girls. We could do something like this on that event. What do you think? It would be longer. It wouldn't be 30 minutes. It'd be more like an hour, you know? So,
But I think it's a special thing. So
yeah,
knowing, okay, it's going to take a little bit longer, but, um, and sharing my screen, I couldn't see the chat. I can see them now. The
yeah,
color swatches. I was actually thinking, I'd reach back out to Miranda Reigns since I did that appointment with her and ask for the link again, and
yeah.
possibly find out about getting those because I think that's a great idea to be
Oh,
able
I
to
do
share.
too.
And I know
Um,
personally, I went shopping the other day and bought 5 or 6 new shirts and 2 skirts. And ladies, I don't know about you, but I was always like, okay, I'm just going to get a black, something black because it's neutral. Black is actually not my best yes. And since she did that with me last summer, I now have one black shirt and one black sweatshirt. Because she's right, it really doesn't look the same. So I didn't get the shirt I'm wearing now is actually one of the shirts that I got the other day. But I had been listening to her recording that because I had screen recorded part of our appointment where she was sharing everything so I could have it handy. And I'm like, I really probably just need to get that little thing from her. So
so, and that looks good on you, and you have the green background too.
yeah,
Mhm.
well, being in the processing room, let's be honest here. I'm like, if I'm over there, then you got the meat grinder behind me. So I wanted something in my background different. And this is actually a photo taken from our deck, basically right out here of
Oh,
our view here on the ranch.
Oh,
So
that's so pretty.
yeah,
Oh,
isn't it gorgeous? And then I
yes.
saved 2 of them on my screen. The other one is the fall time one. I absolutely love it here, you guys. It is a little paradise. But yeah, this is a photo of right outside of the door.
Yeah,
wow.
we'd have to figure out how to um do it virtually. You guys don't have to stay on if you don't want to. But I'm just like thinking out loud. If we do this for September, whatever that second Tuesday is, um, we won't have like it'd be more like instructional. Unless we send them like the lipstick samples.
Which is what Taylor was talking about. You start with sending
Send,
them those 4 lipstick samples so they can try those 4. And
yeah,
even on the screen. And we could play with it with just us, but sending
yeah,
and trying just those 4, I may not see Tracy in the same exact light as if we were table to skinny.
table.
But she could do just what you just did, Tracy. Push your, get a little bit closer, and I could be like, oh no, I'm not so sure of that one. Like, or oh my
Oh,
goodness, yes, don't wear anything but that one. I love it. So
now what color do you have on, Mary? Again, you have trademark.
this one is the trademark pink. Yep.
See, if I wore that, you wouldn't even see it. Like this is Hope Pink, and you can hardly see it, you know?
Exactly. You're more
Wow.
like Taylor. When she said that was supposed to be her neutral, I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
I
this
believe
is like,
Miranda
And
told me that was the color Taylor was wearing is to be my
yeah,
seminar stage color.
what do
Yeah,
you
that's
this is
what
have
my
on,
neutral.
Mary?
This is my neutral. Oh,
what'd you say,
Mary,
but
what do
Tracy?
you have on?
I have on the trademark pink.
Yeah, see, when I wear that, I mean, I don't have anything on, but yeah, you can't really see it on me either. So yeah, I get, and that like looks really dark on you, so that's
yeah,
crazy. Although I knew about all this color stuff before years ago, but like I just got a little confused when she was going through it, so I got to figure it out.
So Tracy, Cynthia will share the link and you might listen to it again because I've listened to it a few times and that
Yeah.
does help. And then, like Cynthia said, we can talk about this next week. So if, write down any questions you have and we can walk you through these things.
And then we'd have to figure out how to do it on Tuesday night. Our
Yeah.
Tuesday night in September, like I said, do we just send
So
our
we
customers the
Probably
lipstick samples?
probably sending them the lip samples so that we get started, whether they are a cool or a warm. And then it wouldn't be the full on, we're trying everything, but it gets us started.
Yeah, and if they don't have the makeup remover to take it off, it's hard because you know what I mean?
So you
Mhm.
could you could squeeze some of the eye makeup remover on a round cotton round and have
Put
it
it
in
in a
Ziploc
thing
baggie
too.
with those
Yeah.
And speaking of that, I have to be honest, I have lip liner on and I've got the rose lip liner on underneath. So this is brighter on me than if I was just wearing the lipstick.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
They could
So-
possibly use the Mirror Me app too,
Correct.
if they want to play ahead of time.
Especially if they already put, if they had those 4 colors that they could try. That is a great idea, Deb, because they could try those, then they know, which one. And they would have their little closing sheet of all the different colors that would look good on them, and they could toy with those.
Yes.
And they'd be able to see how accurate the Mirror Me app could be because they're going to have seen themselves with that lip color on. And so when they're using that Mirror Me app and playing with the color, they're going to be like, yep, that's actually accurate.
Yeah.
But I thought that was going away.
No, the Mary Kay app is going away. So
Oh.
customers have to go back to just using our website for right now. I'm sure something else is coming out with all the changes they're making for our e-commerce stuff.
Yeah. So I'm sending all these attachments. That's why I'm like, ugh.
Nah, you're good.
um,
I'm going to go ahead and
So-
stop our recording.
yeah,
But-
so I don't think we need to send today's